Moving on. Bad news if you live within the Tampa Electric Company's power grid like I do. Because Tico, those sons of bitches, just got approved for another hike in our rates, which is ridiculous. Florida regulators have finalized another Tampa Electric rate hike. And whoever the Florida regulators are that are doing this, how dare you? Why would you do? Why would you approve this? Consumer advocates say Tico bills have risen 82% since 2020. And I thought it was just me until I started hearing my friends talk about it. But my electric bill is outrageous. And I know I sound like an old person, like an old fogey. Yeah, damn the power when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you go to the movies for 5 cents. And you could do things to your woman and nobody said a word. But I have 2 human beings and 2 dogs in my home. And I have a very modest 3-2 that I live in. And our electric bill is upwards to $400. It's insane. And now they're going to increase it again. Starting in January, your electric bill will go up even more. So, hate to break the news to you, but I didn't want you to freak out. Start beating your family members because they left the bathroom light on. It sucks. It sucks real bad, but it's a real thing, man. Mike, Calta Aftershow. Who the hell are you?
This medicine man ready to go up to the liquor lunch after I get off the pooter, but I'm outraged at high price of things myself.
Sorry about that, medicine man. You going to the liquid lunch to make your appearance?
Yeah.
Are you riding your bicycle?
Yeah, I'll e-bike up there.
Okay, there you go. Well, be careful out there.
After I get off the John, talking to you.
Are you pooping right now? That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm on a pooter heading to Hooters.
That's awesome, dude. Well, I'm visualizing it, and I'm so hard.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. God bless.
I'll see you guys up there.
Medicine man, everybody on the pooper. That's how we start the Friday out here. I almost said the F word just now. Let's give you a sports update, folks. USF football last night. I was there with 3 of my comedian friends. We had great seats right behind the visitors bench where I may or may not have been heckling some of the University of Texas South San Antonio football players to the point where they were almost angry enough to crawl into the stands and beat my fat ass. But look, when they force you to drink $22 24-ounce beers, things happen. But, man, it was not a game. It wasn't even close to a game. The USF offense never saw the football field until 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Why? Because the defense kept scoring touchdowns. The very first play of the game, pick 6 for USF. So 8 seconds into the game, they're winning 6-0. Then the offense for UTSA comes back on the field, fumble, return for a touchdown. USF is up 13-0 in the first few minutes of the game. It was ridiculous. USF scored 31 points in the second quarter. Insanity. And that was about the time I really started heckling a kicker named Petro. Oh, poor Petro. He just kept kicking into a net, and I'm like, Petro, you need a lot of field goals today, Petro. I feel kind of bad for doing that to Petro. He ended up making a field goal. Oh, Petro, good for him. Also making a field goal, Nico Gramatica, 51-yarder. Tag that on for the stat sheet. But USF rolled all over their conference rival, the Roadrunners, 55-23, but it wasn't that close. It was not that close. Coming up next for USF, next Saturday, they will be playing Navy at Navy. And I had a good question last night. Where does Navy play? In the ocean, because that would make sense. Tampa Bay Lightning, I got to watch that game last night because it started at 10 o'clock because they were playing in Las Vegas against the Golden Knights. One of the best teams, arguably the best team in the NHL, the first month of hockey. And it started out bad for the Lightning. after the first period, down 2-0. It was all Golden Knights. And I kept looking into the stands, see if Galvin was there because he talked about maybe going. He's in Vegas right now. But I couldn't see him. But then the Lightning turned it around, folks, after being down 2-0. They come out and they score 2 goals in the second period, including the very first goal ever for our rookie, which I thought was amazing. If you watched it, Dominic James with his first NHL goal. He looks like he's about 15 years old in the face. But then the Lightning was all over him. 6 unanswered goals. Actually, 6-1. The Golden Knights tacked on another 3. It was close. It was 3-3 for a minute there. And then it was all Lightning after that. And for everybody that was worried about the Lightning because they started out with 1 win in the first 6 or 7 games, well, they've turned it around, folks. They've won 6 of the last 7, and they are 7-5-2 right now. And they are kicking ass. And I believe they have Washington coming into the bench on Saturday, tomorrow. The Golden Knights, they are now 7-3-3 after the Lightning put it on them. 2 goals for Kucherov, 5 points for Kucherov, 2 goals for Brandon Hagel. Just a great, great game. So go Lightning. You can hear them right here on 102.5 The Bone, the official station of your Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, let us take a break. When we come back from break, my movie critic, your movie critic, my guy, TM Powell, will be talking Predator Badlands. He saw it on Tuesday. And we'll also be talking about some other movies that are coming up that he'll be watching and some TV shows that I have questions about. And phone lines are open for you, 800-771-1025. Follow on social media, Johnny B. Tampa on everything, and TM Powell Media on everything. And, of course, 102.5 The Bone. And you can see me on Bone TV and the YouTube channel right now. I'll be checking out the chat when I go to break. Stick around. It is a feel-good Freestyle Friday. TM Powell's up next. This is the Mike Calta Aftershow.
It's the Mike Calta Aftershow on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. Featured cut of the day. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app. 102.5 The Bone.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
At Jersey College, we know how to give you the support you need to be successful in your nursing career, like we did for Tom.
Re-entering school, I wasn't sure about anything. Instructors went above and beyond, and with nursing, there's no shortage of places to work. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be in terms of how rewarding it can be when you help someone out.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Hey, it's Kelvin. Badger Bob's is now servicing Tampa Bay. And right now, you can get any size heating and cooling system installed for just $99.99 a month. That's a huge price drop. And you may ask, Kelvin, how do they do that? Well, it's because Badger Bob sources the best pricing from multiple system manufacturers. And check this out. 0 down in all future repairs, 2 annual maintenance visits, and even filters are no additional charge ever. This is an unbeatable lifetime warranty that only Badger Bob's can offer. And that comes with guaranteed next day installation, or they're going to pay you $250. Yeah, welcome to the Comfort Club. And select new heating and cooling systems come with a free clean air upgrade. And they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee that they stand behind. Badger Bob's service is now in Tampa Bay. Just go to badgerbobs.com, HVAC license CAC 1815977.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey folks, it's Bruce Woodburn here, the Loan Arranger. I've helped over 10,000 families become homeowners. And I'll tell you something right now, it's a buyer's market. Sellers are offering closing cost credits. They're making repairs, and there's plenty of room to negotiate. That wasn't the case a year ago. Waiting for rates to drop? Wait no longer. The Fed just dropped the Fed rate 1/4 point, and we may even get another 1/4 point in October, giving you more buying power or a lower payment. Don't miss out on this buying opportunity. And don't forget, I've got programs with 0 down payment, low down payment options. And if you work with one of my vetted real estate agents, you can get up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket for closing costs. Folks, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to help you win. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
Football season is here, and Hooters is your game day HQ. Catch all the action with ice-cold $6 Big Daddy Buds, $6.50 Mick Ultras, and $5 Neutrals all day, every day. Or grab a wings to go at originalhooters.com to find a location near you.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Breaking news in Florida. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday is finally here. This is your chance to save big on all things firearms. Looking for a new rifle, pistol, shotgun, ammo? You pay no tax. Get to Shark Coast Tactical now. Don't forget, Will is going to cover your tax stamp fee on select suppressors. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily. Closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical's on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds continue for your Friday. Another warm day. Just a slight chance of a shower south of the Tampa area. Highs around 83 degrees. Maybe some fog late tonight with a low in the upper 60s. And clouds, sun, warm and humid for your Saturday with high temperatures in the mid-80s.
Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. And Tisa wants to get you on the boat for free.
Yes, please.
Picture yourself on the Calta Cruise. Yes, that's how you win. Head to your local Walmart and find the Tisa display in the pharmacy department. Then take a selfie with Tisa and upload your photo to theboneonline.com. It's that easy. Be a selfie queen, just like Mike Calta. Tisa presents Picture Yourself on the Calta Cruise. Picture it and make it happen. It could be you. Tisa, why spit when you can swallow?
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible using the latest technology. Our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage Dental now for that confident smile that lasts a lifetime. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation, centered on care. Call 800-313-9966. 800-313-9966. That's 800-313-9966.
The Bone is coming to see you. Join us for a pre-game tailgate at Hooters in Newport Richey, Friday, November 7th, for a Friday liquid lunch. Join Mike Calta and kick off the weekend with The Bone. The first 102 people there will get a free 50 Seasons custom hat, and Mike Calta is buying your first Bud Light draft. So get there early. We'll also have tickets to Sunday's tailgate party, your chance to win a Yeti cooler, and Dizzy and Monica broadcasting live with the JP Show. What more do you need? Ditch work and join us at Hooters in Newport Richey at 11:30 a.m. for a Friday liquid lunch. For more info, go to theboneonline.com. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to the Mike Calta.
Oh, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Johnny? I cannot wait for this weather next week.
Oh, man, me
it's
too.
It's going to be so great.
Oh,
although I do think it's going to be, people are going to be like, what the hell on Sunday? Because I have a feeling Sunday's going to be a little steamy. It's going to be weird.
Yeah, well, the weather looks absolutely perfect on Sunday. I think it's a high of 83, which to me, that's great football weather. It's warm, but it's not hot. And the humidity will still be kind of low because you got that cold front coming in. So I think that's great football weather. You don't want it too cold because, you don't want New Englanders to feel at home, So, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good game, too.
Yeah, in my days of a season ticket holder, I found those like 71, 72-degree games to be very dangerous for me because I don't know about some of you guys, but I have issues drinking in the heat. It'll get me. Like I just feel awful. It's not like I'm staggering around like crazy. But those days when it's 70, well, I'd be cheering in the stands, singing along, doing YMCA, all these awful things I would never do normally.
Yeah, my favorite memories of Buccaneer games are the cold weather games. Like I remember throwback
that
game.
Seattle game at Christmas that year. Remember that?
Yes.
That was freezing. Yeah, night game on Saturday.
It was beautiful. We had a throwback game in, I think it was like 2010 with Josh Freeman. We were playing Atlanta, and it was we had orange beanies on because it was like 55 degrees at kickoff. It was so gorgeous. I loved it.
Yeah, I do worry about a lot of Patriots fans being in there this weekend.
Well, they live here. I mean, I explain that to people all the time. People are like, wow, I can't believe they all flew down. No, New England fans live here. They come down to retire. That's why we have Giants fans, and that's why we have Eagles fans, because they don't want to live in those sucky places. Not that New England, Boston's beautiful, but people still, they come here because we live in paradise. And so they're, that's one of the reasons why the Bucs have a hard time with having more Bucs fans than the other fans sometimes, because we're such a transient type of area. People move here because it's beautiful. That's why they're here.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Bucs just barely edge them out, like just barely, maybe with a little bit of home field advantage. But at one point, I would have thought that game would have been a walkover this season. Now I'm like, damn, this is going to be tough. It's harder than the Buffalo game.
Well, yeah, you look preseason, you look at a lot of these teams, and you wouldn't think the Colts would have the best record in the league. You wouldn't think, with Daniel Jones at the helm, you wouldn't think a lot of this stuff, but. Yeah, you never know that, with free agency and good drafts and good GMs, you could turn a team around pretty fast. And the Bucs prove that. They dumped Jameis, brought Tom in and Bruce Arians, and they brought in a few extra pieces and kind of built the whole culture around really less than a 2-year turnaround. And they've kind of been riding it since. But yeah, you really can't rule any team out. Carolina looked like they were going to be garbage. They're playing good football right now. They're only a game and a half behind the Bucs. So, yeah, I like that there's some parity in the league, and I wish it was like that with the other leagues a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, no, so, like baseball, obviously everyone's griping about that again. But, yeah. I mean, I don't think people realize the Blue Jays spent a lot of money, too.
They were the Blue Jays were sixth in payroll. Yeah, they spent a lot of money.
Spent a lot, so.
Yeah, it's Canadian money, so with the exchange rate, who even knows? I don't know. What am I, an economist? I don't know anything. You've been not spending money. You get to go to the movies for free because you are TM Powell. And I almost went to the screening you were at on Tuesday, but my wife had to work, and I don't know. I feel kind of, I'm not a movie critic, so if I walk in there by myself, I'm going to look like a creep, so I didn't do that. But it's a movie that I'm intrigued about just because visually, to me, it looks exceptional, but I'm a little hesitant on the storyline and everything. But tell us what you thought of Predator Badlands.
So I'll tell you what I thought about Predator Badlands. It's a completely different take than anything you've seen in the franchise before.
Right.
Anything. So I love the first Predator. I think it's classic. Mm-hmm. I think it's amazing. I will also defend Predator 2 till the end. I think Predator 2 gets a bad rap. I really do. I think there's a lot of cool stuff about the city, the heat, the gang wars. Right. Also, that was the first one to kind of open up the mythology that they've been doing this for years. I mean, with the gun at the end. The Aliens vs. Predator section, that's pretty bad. It's almost like a video game come to life.
Yeah.
Predator and Predators, The Predator and the Predators, I understand what they were trying to do, but it just didn't succeed. But when Dan Trachtenberg did Prey, that came out on Hulu, that movie's awesome. I mean, it is great, where it's the Native Americans fighting the Predator. And then they had the animated movie where it was like 3 vignettes, where it was like the Vikings, the samurai, World War II. That's also amazing. I know it's animated. I know people get scared of it, but that is amazing too. Those were both rated R, and they were still hard rated Rs. The big gripe here is this is PG-13, and that it's getting the Disney treatment. Johnny, I will tell you, it does get the Disney treatment, but that does not mean it's not awesome, because it is. It is really, really good, and it's a good time start to finish. It's action-packed. I mean, as you see from the trailers, it's from the Predator's point of view. This is the first time where you're really getting into the Predator and what they go through and their lore and their lifestyle. And it's about basically a runt that gets run off by his family, and he's out to prove himself. And he goes to this planet to kill this big beast that, has killed everything before it. And he runs into a synthetic, and it's the same synthetics from the Alien franchise. So they're crossing over these franchises again, but they're doing it in a very subtle way with some of the things we saw in Alien Earth we're seeing over here. So it turns into almost like a buddy action film. But, Johnny, it's awesome, and, it looks amazing. Special effects are great. I know there's some people upset about the lack of practical effects with the Predator, because that was what was so amazing about that first Predator movie. Stan Winston's Predator suit was amazing, how it looked with the puppets and the fangs. I mean, it was really, really good. But the special effects look great in this movie. It's amazing. My son and another film critic both said they compared it to Star Wars. And I kind of get that. I understand that portion of it. And trust me, there is a lot of action. There's a lot of alien bloodshed and synthetics getting ripped apart. But there's no human blood or human kills, and I think that's what they were able to keep it in that PG-13 range. But I would not be scared of the PG-13 rating at all. It's just action-packed from start to finish, this big epic adventure. It's really good, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a 3-minute trailer, and like I said, visually, I was kind of blown away. And it was one of the first things I watched. I don't know if you've been listening, but I just built a movie room out of my son's old bedroom, and I have a projector. So my one of his entire walls is just a movie screen now. And I watched. I got my surround sound hooked up, and I watched that Predator Badlands 3-minute trailer, and I was blown away by the visuals. And I didn't want to be let down by a trailer, because that happens to me all the time. But then I saw Rotten Tomatoes 86%, which, I take that with a grain of salt, but IMDb's got it not too shabby, almost 8. And then I saw an approval rating for Google, 93% like the movie. So I'm like, okay, now all I need is the TM Pal seal of approval, and I'm all over this movie. And now I'm excited. Now I'm super excited.
Yeah, and you got to think, the Predator and Predators, which I actually thought Predators was a cool idea about sending all these killers to a game reserve, like the worst of the worst. They try to follow the Predator format, and it didn't work. So in a way, I kind of think it's okay to kind of deviate from it and do something a little different, and maybe have a little franchise within a franchise, because obviously they want to explore this a little bit more. And I'm not spoiling anything. In the trailers, in the trophy room, you can see the alien from Independence Day in the trailer.
Wow,
I mean, it's something that looks very similar to it, and they own that property too. It's just a good movie, and I know this sounds wild for a Predator movie, but it has heart. Like, there's a heart, there's a story to it about finding your place and what it's like to belong to a tribe, and it's awesome. And the action, like I said, it's start to finish. It just does not stop. It's really cool, and visually it's amazing. I mean, this is a really good film. I don't know how it's going to perform, because let's face it, the Predator franchise has probably given us more bad than good at this point. Because, like I said, I have to argue Predator 2 at times. So there's some people will tell you that it's just Predator and Prey are the only two that are really good. Like I said, I think the animated movie is amazing, and I'll defend Predator 2. But this one stands on its own as something completely different. But please don't judge it for being different. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's not good, because this movie is very good and highly entertaining.
That's awesome. And is this the first time that they've done it from the Predator's perspective, and where you're actually kind of rooting for the Predator? Like, this is the good guy.
Definitely from that perspective, for sure. Did you see Prey, Johnny? Did you ever watch that?
I did not, and I know you told me to, and I'm a jerk, and I had it in my queue. I will go back and watch it.
So Prey shows the Predator kind of on his own, what he was up to and doing things like that. So that kind of delves into it, but it's still more about, the girl that's in that, that what she goes after. But this one is totally POV from the Predator. It's the Predator story all the way through, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool to see their world and expand their lore. And I know that's another thing. Some people were upset about, I liked that there was mystery to it. I'm like, yeah, I get you, but I don't think it hurts to have a lore to it. Because everyone's like, well, Ridley Scott tried to do this with Aliens, and it wasn't very good. I'm like, yeah, because he overcomplicated it. It just made it way too, dramatic elements. He's making another movie and then trying to shove it into the Alien franchise. This doesn't do that. I mean, all the elements are there. It's just a different tone and a different vibe, but it still absolutely works.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of that even in the first Predator, at the end where his helmet comes off and you almost feel bad for him. You get this sense of oh, he's just he's just an alien on another planet just trying to live his alien life. He's stuck in the jungle with a bunch of military guys. What do you want him to do?
Yeah, it's like us on the deer. It's just a different point of view. Right. I mean, there's that line in Jurassic Park. I cannot even think where he talks about a cat is a monster compared to a bird or a mouse or anything else like that. You don't think about it, but that's the way that cycle goes. Yeah. And there are some cool nods back to that first Predator, maybe when Arnold has to get a little basic with the fight at the end, where the Predator may have to do that himself at the end of this movie too. So I could definitely see the nods. It's really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Well, I'm excited about it, and it's out of the movies as of today, so it's out there. People can go watch it, and I'm going to try to find a chance, maybe this weekend. I got a lot of stuff going on, but lots of sports, lots of prep for a big comedy festival, things like that. But I'm gonna try to squeeze it in here. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to watch this one in the next week or two. What else do we got popping off? I know you got some stuff you're watching next week, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I always like that franchise, Johnny, although sometimes I say I don't remember what the last one was about, but I do remember I liked it.
Right.
So, and then The Running Man. So we get our second Stephen King adaptation this fall. We already had The Long Walk, and now we get The Running Man, which I think I'm very excited about The Running Man. I think it's got the right cast, the right director, the right tone to finally get it right. I've been screaming for years that The Running Man deserves a remake. It's one of those ones out there where it actually needs to be remade because there's still a cool element in the story. And Lord knows the way we are about reality TVs, these days. Stephen King was way ahead of his time writing about that back then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right with the cast. They definitely got the right folks. Josh Brolin being in there, it's going to be really, really cool. And, of course, Glenn Powell, the most handsome man in Hollywood, in a lot of people's opinion. But
the charisma monster, as I call him right now. He is our current charisma monster. He is.
He's good.
He's he's a movie star quality. He's got that movie star quality to him for sure. And then, after that, we'll see how these movies do. I want Predator to do well. One, it's a good movie. And also because, I think they're trying to world build a little bit more to maybe where we could get Arnold back at some point because he supposedly said, hey, I'm a little interested in what you're doing. And I also like the blending of the Aliens universe. The Running Man, we'll just have to see. It's going to test Glenn Powell's, Glenn Powell's star power. It really is. It's going to test it to see what he can do. But, I mean, we all know the big one's coming, mid-November with Wicked for Good because that's just going to be a monster. I don't think that Universal realized just how big it was going to be that first time around. Now they totally do because – you go to Dunkin' Donuts and they got Wicked Munchkins. You go everywhere. There's Wicked stuff everywhere. They know that this thing is going to be a monster, and it's going to not just dominate that week, and it's going to dominate through Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got to be honest. I can't make it through the first one. I tried. I want to. I've always liked the Wizard of Oz stuff, and I'm not a hater of musicals. But, man, I get through 45 minutes of it. I go, I've had enough. I don't want any more, and I'll just go. I'll watch the highlights, the big songs, the big finale. I've seen the finale 20 times.
It's Cliff Notes.
Yeah, I just don't want to sit through the whole damn thing. It's hard for me. I don't like it. It's it's like some football games. I just want to watch the highlights on Red Zone. I don't want to watch like that last night's game. I'd hate to watch that game for the whole thing over again. But yeah, but I'll probably end up watching the whole thing so I could watch the next one and see what that's all about. But what's the buzz as far as anybody that's seen it so far? What are they saying?
No one's really seen it. There have been some people seeing The Running Man, and it's a lot of fun, and Glenn Powell's great in it, but no one's really seen it yet. Those premieres are probably going to start to happen next week, so we'll get some things to trickle out. I have heard from people that the back half of the story is not as good as the front half of the story in the musical. I have heard that from people that have watched it, but they may tweak some things and change some things around, and we'll just see how it goes. But I think that's going to be a big one where it's going to dominate in formats like IMAX and Dolby Digital, and they'll have sing-alongs, and they'll probably have screenings where they show the first one first and then the second one, so you watch it as one 5-hour-long movie. And oh, by the way, if you do go see Predator Badlands, I always tell you the truth. You don't have to go see it in certain things like IMAX or Dolby Digital. For Predator Badlands, this is one where you want to spend the extra money on. Go see it in a big theater with a nice sound system, IMAX, whatever it is. Yeah. It's worth it. This is one of the ones you want to pay the extra money for.
Yeah, every time you tell me that, then, you should get a cut of whatever the ticket sales are because I always go to the movies. If you go, Johnny, you need to see that in IMAX, I tell my wife, TM says we got to go to IMAX. She's like, okay, well, go online, grab some tickets. Let's go. So I feel like I'll be cheating myself, and I think other people would be cheating themselves. If you tell them to watch it on IMAX and they watch it on TV, it's like, yeah, you got to figure. I'm such a snob now. I bought my new surround sound for my new movie room, and it's not loud enough or rich enough for me, so I'm going to return it and get like a bigger one. My wife's like, you're going to shake the windows out of the room. I don't care. I need my seats to shake, with the sub bass. Because I'm spoiled rotten because I go to only good movies, and I'm one of those people. I look and I go, all right, when I look on what theater it is, I go, what kind of seats do they have? Okay, what kind of, is it Dolby? Is it IMAX? Is it GDX? What are we doing here? I want every single detail before I watch a movie.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, seating, everything else like that. I mean, there's nothing worse than showing up and you're in like the crappy little theater with the bad speaker that cracks.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's the truth. That's why I avoid some movies. I did want to talk about one thing that they talked about on the Mike Calta show, since we are the Mike Calta After Show. So they were talking about Gremlins 3. And I heard the guys talking about, special effects and being better. I was just talking to my wife about Gremlins 3 last night when we saw the news story. A part of me, and this goes back to the Predator too, because obviously they went away from that a little bit. I kind of think they still need to use practical effects for the Gremlins and the Mogwai, right? Like, yes. I'm not sure full CG, maybe for certain scenes, but I still think you need to build those puppets like they were. And I think you have a precedent set where they were going to CG Grogu in The Mandalorian and, decided not to, told them, no, leave it how it is. Like, don't mess with it. And they kept it. And I mean, it was obviously a huge moneymaker. And I know they talked earlier. I think it was Gio said like, "Oh my gosh, the Gizmo stuff's going to be everywhere." I kind of think they still need to be practical, right, Johnny?
I agree. I think it's one of those things that's so nostalgic, and it's such a part of everything. You want to keep it as close to what it was, but obviously you're using high definition, all this stuff. It's going to look way better. But I agree. Don't change it. Don't make it CGI. It's going to suck. It's like with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I wanted the old suits, from the first.
Lee Henson's old suits.
Yeah, that's what I want. It's. I watched yesterday at the house. I was kind of messing around on Netflix, and it was like suggesting movies. I watched Goonies from start to finish yesterday. My wife made fun of me, and I said, "Man, when you look at the film quality, is just so grainy and crappy, and I couldn't love it more. Like the special effects are like." Minimum, and it's wonderful, and I would hate for somebody to remake it and CGI the hell out of that either.
Yeah, because all of us wanted to go on that Goonies water slide at one point. I mean, seriously. And I will say something Goonies I love. When Chunk's telling the story, I mean, obviously the big scene where he spills his guts and tells about everything. One of my favorite parts of those scenes is watching Robert Davi try not to laugh. And he is laughing. He can't help it either. He's laughing too because it's hilarious.
It is so good. And to think that, that's Josh Brolin, 19 years old or something. It's crazy.
Sean Astin, all of them in there. I mean, there's an Oscar winner in there, because he won for Everything All at Once, and he's making a big comeback now. And Brolin's been nominated for Oscars. Martha Plimpton gets a lot of critical acclaim, and Joey Pants. I mean, that's another one, that's in there. It's really good, but I hope they. I don't mind them using special effects. I think they should. I think they'd be wise not to. But I think a lot of it still needs to be practical because that's real. That's tangible. That's something they can actually interact with.
Right.
So, I think there's something to that, keeping it back to the basics. Listen, whatever you think about Beetlejuice, whether you thought it was just okay or you thought it was lousy, or like, okay, it's an okay sequel. The one thing I did love about it, and I praised about it, was that Burton kept the same look for everything. He kept that practical set look and built the sets and had it look the way it looked. And it worked because that's what we were accustomed to for that franchise. Yeah,
it is true. And I agree. I agree with everything you said. Update it, use the special effects where you need to, but if you can keep some of the practical stuff, man, I think people would appreciate it. And I don't think the young people would care. I don't think they would even be bothered by it. But I think, folks up in our age would really, really appreciate it, and it would I think it would do a lot.
Obviously they don't care because, just think about all the Baby Yoda stuff that's still around. We haven't had a Mandalorian season in like 2 or 3 years.
I know. It's wild. But I'm looking forward to it. I think the holiday season is going to be great with movies. I know Christmas, we got some big bangers coming up. And we
Avatar.
Avatar
movie. We'll see. And we'll see, because October was so terrible. It really was.
Yeah.
I said outside of Black Phone, there wasn't much. And, you put The Conjuring in the 1st of September. I think there could have been an argument made to put Predator in October instead of November.
Absolutely.
But I know they're hoping that Wicked can revive it. And maybe these next 2 weeks can surprise us. I just don't know. It's tough. But, Avatar seems to be an event every time it comes out. And I know sometimes it's trendy to make fun of Avatar, but then you turn around, it's made $1.5 billion. It's like somebody's interested in it.
The streaming stuff, too. We got Stranger Things coming back and the way they're dropping those, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And
brilliant marketing. We talked about this already.
Yeah.
Brilliant marketing. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and then we got Landman coming back. I'm a big fan of that. There's a lot of good stuff that we'll be consuming if 3i Atlas doesn't kill all of us. We have a lot of stuff to do.
It'll zap us off the face of the earth. It ain't going to stop here. Trust me. If you looked around, there's that. We're getting the death ray for sure.
Fingers crossed, buddy. TM Powell, everybody. Follow him, TM Powell Media on everything. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Fantastic weekend.
Go Bucks.
Give me your score for the Bucks game.
Oh, gosh. I would say 27-24. It's going to be really close.
That's so funny. I have written down here, Bucks win 27-24. How crazy.
It's close. It's going to be close.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Thanks.
There you go. TM Powell, everybody. Liquid Lunch is up next, everybody. I hope you're on the way out to Newport Richie. If not, stay tuned in. You'll hear Mike Calta, JP, Monica, and Dizzy. Have a great weekend. I'll see everybody at Ordinance 1 tonight in Newport Richie. Bye.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too. Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp. And they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
The Mike Calta Bud Light Tailgate is back. Join us before every Bucks home game for the Bay's biggest tailgate. Enjoy complimentary Bud Light along with amazing food from Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market that will be cooked up on site by our friends at the Brisket Shop. Enter for your chance to win passes at theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
International Diamond Center is proud to be the first and only official jeweler of the Florida Gators. This is Florida's premier jeweler. IDC's selection is second to none with direct importer prices on exquisite diamonds, world-renowned designer engagement rings, one-of-a-kind fashion jewelry, and elegant Swiss timepieces. Gators fans deserve the best, and IDC delivers with world-class service and the strongest warranties in the industry. International Diamond Center, where Gator Nation shops for jewelry. I'm Sean Kelly, the voice of the Gators, speaking for my friends at International Diamond Center. I'm a serious supporter of Florida family-owned businesses, and that's exactly what IDC is. And now I invite you to have the same relationship I enjoy with IDC as my personal jeweler. Send me an email, and I will connect you with your own personal IDC jeweler. You can even use my discount, too. Here's my address, Sean@shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, where Gators shop for diamonds, jewelry, and exquisite timepieces.
Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota offers you a Black Friday exclusive 2-year financing. You can buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota. They have exquisite workmanship. They're reliable and dependable. Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota. Superior products, exceptional service. bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Zero is all it takes at Ken Ganley Kia. Buy a new Kia with 0% for 5 full years, 0 down, or 0 payments for 3 months. We've got over 1,200 Kias on sale with low prices starting from just $19,988, like a 22 certified Kia Seltos EX. Not $24,000, not even $20,000. On sale, $19,988. And we want to pay off your trade even if you owe more than it's worth. Need credit? We have more ways to say yes. Yes. Plus, get free oil changes for 3 years on every new Kia and used vehicle. Zero is all it takes at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richey on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia, KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento APR 1667 per month per 1,000 financed, 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank. See dealer for details on free oil change plus tags, tag, title, and fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 12/1/25.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all of the hassle. Hey, it's JP. The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for nearly 30 years and has helped over 72,000 satisfied clients. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to Mark Spain Real Estate to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
The birds are calling and the pollen is falling, but those things can mean a dirty car. That's why you need to think about the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash, where you can go through as many times as you need with locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill. Get in today. You'll have the cleanest car in town every time you Bubble Down.
Football season's here, and Hooters is your HQ. Catch every game with $6 Big Daddy Buds, $6.50 Mick Ultras, and $5 Neutrals all day, every day. Plus, register to win a trip to see the Bucks take on Buffalo. Visit Original PersonalHooters.com to find a location near you.
At Hard Rock Bet, everybody's invited to the party. Sign up today and bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Rivalries, upsets, chaos. College football is at its best when you're part of the action. Plus, you got the World Series, the NBA is back, and NFL football. All you need to do is download the app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Get in and start winning now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live